In the heart of the vibrant village of Nkandia, there lived two identical twin sisters, Amina and Zuri. From the moment they were born, their lives were intertwined in ways that only twins will understand. They shared everything, their thoughts, dreams, and even their deepest secrets. Yet, despite their similarities, Amina and Zuri were different in more ways than one could see. Amina was the quiet, reflective one, often lost in her thoughts and the beauty of the world around her. Zuri, on the other hand, was full of life, energetic, and always ready to take on the world. The sisters grew up surrounded by the rich traditions of their village. One of the most peculiar customs in Kandia was the practice of sharing husbands, a tradition that had shaped the lives of many women before them. It was said that such a bond between sisters brought unity and strength. But for Amina and Zuri, it was a tradition that would tie the very fabric of their relationship. One fateful day, a handsome traveler named Kamua arrived in Kandia. His charm and good looks quickly captivated the hearts of many women in the village, and most especially Amina and Zuri. For the first time in their lives, the twins found themselves drawn to the same man, each secretly hoping that he would choose her. Kamua, sensing the sisters' feelings, did something that no one expected. He proposed to both of them. The proposal brought about a wave of mixed emotions. Amina, ever the selfless sister, was willing to share Kamua's love if it meant keeping the peace between them. Zuri, however, found herself struggling with jealousy for the first time. The thought of sharing Kamua, the man she had fallen deeply in love with, was almost too much to bear. Yet, bound by tradition and deep bond, the sisters agreed to marry him, believing that they could navigate this new life together. At first, things seemed to work out well. Amina and Zuri took turns spending time with Kamua, each trying to nurture their love for him while maintaining the strong connection between them. But as time passed, the cracks began to show. The village, once supportive of their union, started to gossip. Whispers of jealousy and rivalry between the sisters spread like wildfire, creating tensions not only within their home, but throughout the entire community. As the days went by, Amina began to notice subtle changes in Kamua's behavior. He seemed distant at times, preoccupied with thoughts he wouldn't share. Amina, ever the introspective one, started to question his loyalty. Zuri, too, was struggling. She overheard a conversation one evening that made her doubt her place in Kamua's heart. It seems that the love they had hoped to share was slowly tearing them apart. The tension reached its peak during the annual village festival, a time meant for unity and celebration. Instead, the festival brought out the worst in their situation. Amina and Zuri found themselves arguing for the first time, each accusing the other of trying to take Kamua's for herself. The argument was painful, leaving both sisters heartbroken and unsure of what to do next. Kamua, caught in the middle, was torn between his love for Amina and his brotherly bond with Zuri. He had never intended to cause such pain, but now he found himself at a loss for how to heal the rifts between the sisters. In an attempt to clear his mind, Kamua decided to leave Kandia for a few days, hoping that time apart will help the sisters find a way to reconcile. However, his departure only widened the rifts. Amina and Zuri, both feeling abandoned in their own ways, grappled with the situation. One sleepless night, Zuri found herself wandering through the village, her mind racing with thoughts. She became determined to find answers and make sense of the chaos that had engulfed her life. The next morning, she embarked on a journey to seek out an elderly woman renowned for her wisdom and spiritual guidance. The old woman, Mama Hawa, lived in a neighboring village. When Zuri arrived at her humble hut, she was welcomed with kindness. Mama Hawa listened patiently as Zuri poured out her heart, sharing her fears and doubts. After a long silence, the wise woman spoke, revealing that the love Zuri and Amina shared with Kamua was not just a taste of their bond, but a challenge to their very identities. Mama Hawa told Zuri that in order to find peace, she needed to embark on a journey of self-discovery, a journey that would lead her back to her true self. Meanwhile, Amina was also grappling with her own emotions. She had always been the more introspective sister, but now she found herself questioning everything: her love for Kamua, her bond with Zuri, and even her place in the world. She realized that she could no longer remain silent, that she needed to speak her truth, even if it meant facing the possibility of losing the people she loved most. When Zuri returned to Kandia, she was a changed woman. The journey had given her a new perspective, one that allowed her to see beyond the pain and jealousy that had consumed her. She sought out Amina, and for the first time in weeks, the sisters talked openly and honestly about their feelings. They cried together, laughed together, and slowly, the bond that had once seemed broken began to heal. Kamua, who had returned to the village, was overjoyed to see the sisters reconcile, but he knew that their journey was far from over. Amina and Zuri, now stronger and more self-assured, realized that they needed to make a decision about their future. They loved Kamua, but they also understood that their happiness could not depend solely on him. They needed to find their own paths that might lead them away from the life they had known. In the end, Amina chose to leave Kandia and pursue her own dreams. She realized that her love for Kamua, while deep and genuine, was not enough to fulfill her. She needed to discover who she was outside of the shared love and life she had always known. Zuri, on the other hand, decided to stay. She had found peace in her relationship with Kamua, and she believed that with the newfound understanding between her and Amina, they could build a life together. The villagers were surprised by the sisters' decision, but they soon came to respect it. Amina and Zuri became symbols of resilience and unity, showing that love, while powerful, is not always enough to keep people together. Sometimes, the greatest act of love is letting go and allowing each person to find their own path. As Amina left Kandia, she looked back one last time at the village she had always called home. She knew that she was embarking on a journey that would change her life forever. But she also knew that no matter where that journey took her, the bond she shared with Zuri would remain unbroken. Zuri, watching her sister go, felt a mix of sadness and hope. She knew that they were both headed forward to a brighter future, one where they could truly be themselves. The story of Amina and Zuri is one of love, partner, and the strength of sisterhood. It teaches us that while love can bring people together, it can also challenge us in ways we never expected. Ultimately, it is our ability to grow, forgive, and embrace our own paths that defines who we are and the legacy we leave behind. The moral lesson of this story is that true love sometimes means letting go and allowing others to follow their own path, even if it leads them away from us. The bonds of sisterhood and family can withstand the most difficult challenges when built on honesty, trust, and mutual respect. Thank you so much for watching and stay tuned on our next video.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Also remember to like, comment, and share our content with your friends and on your timelines. Feel free to share your thoughts about the story in the comments section as well. Thank you.